A massive and unprecedented crisis is unfolding inside the Los Angeles Dodgers organization right now. The front office just issued a highly severe internal warning directly to Shohei OHTANI. This is a complete nightmare for the $700 million superstar. The medical staff and the highest levels of management are fully prepared to strip OHTANI of his pitching duties completely to save his right arm. This is no longer just a minor health concern. It is a severe ultimatum delivered from the very top of the organization. We all remember the massive celebration when the Dodgers secured the largest contract in global sports history. The absolute promise was complete dominance on the mound and at the plate. Los Angeles fans expected a modern superhero who could single-handedly win championships. But reality is crashing down on Dodger Stadium with incredible force. The medical professionals inside the organization are noticing highly alarming trends. They see the silent struggle. They measure the tiny changes in throwing motion. The warning they delivered was not a simple suggestion. It was a clear mandate to alter his trajectory before a catastrophic injury occurs. The Los Angeles front office is staring at a potential medical disaster, and they are taking drastic action. They are ready to force their biggest star off the pitching mound. Are we watching the final days of the greatest two-way career in baseball history because of a cold warning from his own team? The Los Angeles Dodgers bet their entire future on a super roster built completely around the two-way dominance of Shohei OHTANI. But this terrifying medical warning just threw a massive bucket of ice water on their October championship ambitions. The atmosphere inside the clubhouse is currently paralyzed by fear. You simply cannot ignore the incredibly dark medical history of this phenomenal athlete. He already survived 2 massive reconstructive elbow operations. The brutal reality of his first Tommy John surgery and the agonizing rehabilitation of his recent internal brace procedure are harsh reminders of his physical mortality. The human arm is simply not designed to throw baseballs at 100 miles per hour and hit massive home runs every single day. The front office is looking closely at the new medical data, and they are officially hitting the panic button. The impact on the team chemistry is immediate and completely devastating. The starting rotation of the Los Angeles Dodgers heavily relies on OHTANI to anchor the pitching staff. When the front office issues a warning of this magnitude, it sends a terrifying signal to the entire bullpen. The relief pitchers know they will have to carry an impossible burden if OHTANI is shut down completely. The warning they just issued is destroying the confidence of the entire Los Angeles pitching staff. They know exactly what is at stake right now. If the ace of the staff goes down, the entire World Series dream collapses instantly. Manager Dave Roberts is trying desperately to keep his players focused, but the fear is absolutely contagious. Every single press conference is filled with extreme tension. The media is relentlessly asking questions about the health of the most expensive arm in baseball. The front office remains completely silent in public, while issuing severe ultimatums in private. The fans are holding their breath every single time OHTANI picks up a baseball on the mound. The deep trauma of the past surgeries is a heavy cloud hanging over the entire city of Los Angeles. A third major elbow surgery would be a total catastrophe for the Dodgers and for Major League Baseball. The ghost of past torn ligaments is rapidly returning to haunt every single corner of Dodger Stadium. Do you think the Los Angeles Dodgers are making the right choice by issuing this severe pitching warning to Shohei OHTANI? Drop your exact opinion in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button right now to follow every breaking update on this massive Major League Baseball crisis. We must look directly at the harsh medical reality causing this massive panic. The human body has absolute physical limits. Shohei OHTANI is currently pushing those limits to a highly dangerous breaking point. He is attempting to sustain an incredible level of violent power at the plate while delivering maximum force on the pitching mound. The advanced medical data is showing a terrifying trend. The velocity on his primary fastball is quietly dropping. His pitching mechanics are altering slightly to compensate for massive physical fatigue. When a pitcher alters his natural mechanics to hide exhaustion, the elbow absorbs all the extreme stress. Dave Roberts and the highly paid medical staff see this terrifying shift clearly. They know the superstar will absolutely refuse to stop voluntarily. OHTANI possesses a relentless warrior mindset. He wants to play through the pain and dominate every single inning. He is hiding the deep exhaustion, but the tracking cameras and the medical sensors never lie. The numbers clearly show a completely overworked machine breaking down in real time. Manager Dave Roberts has absolutely no choice but to step in and play the massive villain. He must enforce this severe warning. He has to protect the $700 million investment from the incredibly stubborn nature of the player himself. Roberts is forcing a harsh reality check to prevent a total medical disaster. But the massive secret hiding behind this medical warning is even more terrifying for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The real crisis is not just about the ligaments inside one arm. The ultimate nightmare is the complete lack of a backup plan. If the medical staff officially shuts down Shohei OHTANI, the entire Los Angeles pitching rotation instantly collapses. The front office built their entire defensive strategy around his expected dominance on the mound. They desperately needed his pitching to carry them deep into October. If you remove him from the starting rotation, you immediately create a massive domino effect of pure disaster. The Los Angeles bullpen is already completely overworked. The relief pitchers will be forced to pitch significantly more innings to cover the massive gap. A tired bullpen always leads to blown saves and brutal losing streaks. The front office knows this terrifying truth. By issuing the warning to stop pitching, they are essentially admitting that their grand pitching strategy is a total failure. They are trapped in a completely impossible situation. If he pitches, he might tear his elbow permanently. If he stops pitching, the defense falls apart, and the team loses critical games. The Los Angeles Dodgers locked themselves into a massive survival test, with absolutely no safe exit strategy. Do you believe manager Dave Roberts is right to force him off the mound, or should the Dodgers let him pitch through the heavy fatigue? Let us know your exact thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to hit the subscribe button before we reveal the ultimate conclusion of this massive drama. Across the country, the massive enemies of the Los Angeles Dodgers are watching this extreme medical crisis with absolute joy. The New York Yankees and Aaron Judge are thriving while the West Coast empire completely crumbles. Judge is operating like an unstoppable offensive machine in the Bronx. He is destroying opposing pitching every single day without any medical warnings or strict workload restrictions. The massive contrast is truly terrifying for Los Angeles fans. The Yankees see the severe vulnerability in the Dodgers' armor right now. When OHTANI receives a warning to stop pitching, it is an absolute gift to every single contender in Major League Baseball. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves are aggressively preparing to exploit this massive weakness in October. They know the Los Angeles rotation is severely compromised by this internal medical drama. The intimidating aura of invincibility surrounding the Dodgers is completely shattered. While manager Dave Roberts frantically tries to patch up a broken pitching staff, Aaron Judge is confidently marching toward a World Series appearance. The sheer physical dominance of the Yankees right now is making the Los Angeles front office look incredibly foolish for risking $700 million on a fragile two-way dream. The Eastern powers are fully ready to completely tear apart the Los Angeles championship hopes. The ultimate moment of truth is officially here for Shohei OHTANI and the entire Los Angeles Dodgers organization. The time for careful workload management is completely over. The medical warning is sitting right on the table, and the severe ultimatum has been firmly delivered. OHTANI is now standing at the most critical crossroads of his entire baseball life. Will he completely surrender the pitching mound to protect his massive contract and focus strictly on hitting? Or will he absolutely defy the front office and risk a third devastating elbow surgery to save the Los Angeles starting rotation? The extreme tension between his relentless warrior spirit and the cold medical data is reaching a violent climax. The final decision he makes in the next few days will not just decide the fate of the current season. It could permanently end the greatest two-way experiment in the history of Major League Baseball. The Dodgers front office is holding their collective breath. Manager Dave Roberts is completely paralyzed by the brutal waiting game. The entire baseball universe is watching closely. Will the highest-paid athlete in human history bow down to a severe medical warning, or will he risk absolutely everything for a chance at World Series glory? What do you think Shohei OHTANI will choose to do in this massive crisis? Leave your final prediction in the comments right now, and subscribe to the channel for daily Major League Baseball breaking news.